network quality ठीक ठाक हो तो I would suggest कि you keep the video on, because then that gives you the feeling of uh, a regular,
वही प्रॉब्लम है सर।
नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है क्या? ओके ठीक
तो
है,
मेरा
that's
घर
good.
ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे है ना, इसीलिए
ओके ओके
जाने
ठीक है, ठीक
पड़ेगा first।
कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. So let me quickly introduce you to the whole assessment process, right? First thing is, it is going to comprise of 4 segments. Uh, yesterday we did the first assessment, right? That was with Rudra. तो आप मैंने उसको वो वीडियो भी पब्लिश किया था, जस्ट फॉर एवरीबॉडी इज नो अवेयरनेस, बट लेट से किया था, जस्ट थोड़ी देर पहले किया था. आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ यू हैव गॉट अ चांस टू सी इट. लेकिन उसका मेन कंस्ट्रक्ट ये था कि देयर आर 4 पार्ट्स ऑफ दिस असेसमेंट, जो मैंने पहले बताया था. पहला पार्ट है जहाँ पे कि आपने अभी तक की पढ़ाई में जितने भी वर्ड सीखे उसमें से कोई 5 वर्ड सिलेक्ट करेंगे, एंड यू विल शेयर दोज 5 वर्ड्स एंड द सेंटेंसेस दैट यू कैन मेक आउट ऑफ इट. ओके, so you will have 5-6 minutes. You'll pick all the words one by one and make 5-6 sentences and then switch to the next word. Make sure that you're not rushing for it. You go slow so that I can hear it clearly, and no, that will ensure the effectiveness of communication. That is one. And in that segment, the 5 words that you will say, you have always been very good with framing of sentences and all, but this time it's an assessment, meaning I will give you marks based on the way you are communicating or saying, the way you're pronouncing the words, the correctness of sentence, and clarity of sentences. ठीक है, तो 25 marks रहेगा इसमें. Depending on your performance, I'll award you the maximum points possible in this section. Second one is where you will choose a topic and you'll talk about that topic. Okay, again, it could be any topic that you like, that you are prepared with, and there also it will be of 25 points, and the points will be given based on the way you are pronouncing, the structuring of thoughts, the way you are presenting it, how convincing or kind of effective it looks from a communication standpoint. So out of the 25 points, based on these factors, you'll be awarded some points. Third segment would be a topic that I will choose and give it to you. And I'll probably give you, a few minutes to think through it, structure your thoughts, and then say something about it. Again, it need not be a lengthy presentation. You can probably say 8-10 sentences, but make sure that it's a very structured thought shared from your side. Okay. Now, the fourth segment would be more like an interview or a general discussion where I'll ask you some questions, you will provide the answers and things like that. Okay. So all the sections, as I mentioned, will be of 25 points or 25 marks, whatever you call it. And depending on how you perform in each section, I'll be awarding you points, and I'll be sharing that in this session itself, so that you would know why you scored more or why you could not score more. Okay. और दूसरी चीज कि दिस इज सर्टिफिकेशन मतलब sky is not going to fall. This is just an exercise which is called reflection, कि आपने अभी तक जितना भी किया है, जितना भी आप कर रहे हो, जितना proficiency आपका बना है with English speaking and all, it will reflect in that assessment. There's nothing to feel good or bad about it, क्योंकि हम एक बार assessment करेंगे, अच्छा मजा आ गया, अच्छा बहुत अच्छा किया, चलो भाई एक्सपर्ट लेवल मिल गया, ठीक है. that is one situation. ऐसा हो सकता है कि अरे कुछ गलतियां हो रही है, कहीं पे कुछ करेक्शन करने की जरूरत है, कहीं पे कुछ ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक्स हो रहे हैं, कहीं पे प्रोनाउंसिएशन करेक्ट नहीं है, कम्युनिकेशन थोड़ा और पॉलिशिंग करने की जरूरत है. you'll get little less point. That doesn't mean that anything is going to change. समझ रहे हो आप? तो इसको कंपटीशन के हिसाब से देखना, ठीक है. मतलब what matters is the end result, not today. इट्स अ जर्नी, राइट. हम लोग ऐसा थोड़ी कि एक दिन आपने क्लास किया और आप चैंपियन बन गए. आप तो डेली पढ़ रहे हो, डेली कर रहे हो, राइट. तो हो सकता है कि आप इस असेसमेंट में बहुत अच्छा करें, हो सकता है बहुत अच्छा नहीं कर पाए. इन बोथ केसेस नथिंग इज गोइंग टू चेंज फॉर यू, ठीक है. क्योंकि ये सर्टिफिकेशन असेसमेंट हम दोबारा भी कर सकते हैं, 3 बार भी कर सकते हैं, 4 बार भी कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. और घर में भी पापा मम्मी को भी बोल देंगे कि भाई जितना बार असेसमेंट करेंगे, कहीं पे पैसा तो लग नहीं रहा है, तो जितना बार करेंगे उतना बार करेंगे, ठीक है. एवरी टाइम यू डू असेसमेंट यू लर्न समथिंग, राइट. और पता चला कि हाँ भाई कितना चीज सीख गया, कितना चीज सीखना बाकी, कितना और प्रैक्टिस करना है. तो इसीलिए माय रिक्वेस्ट टू यू एंड एवरीबॉडी इज गोइंग टू दिस एक्सरसाइज इज टू टेक इट वेरी स्पोर्टिवली. ठीक है, एक छोटा सा स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ बिफोर वी स्टार्ट। तो आप लोग उसैन बोल्ट के बारे में जानते होंगे, राइट? द स्प्रिंटर who has the maximum, no, who has the record for the best timing for
Yes,
100
sir.
meters and 200 meters, right?
I know
तो
about Usain Bolt.
करेक्ट। तो उसैन बोल्ट का देखेंगे कि वो ऐसा 5 या 10 रेस हुआ होगा जहां पे उसने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म किया। इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो सिर्फ वो 5 बार ही दौड़ा था, प्रॉब्ली वो बिहाइंड द सीन 200 बार, 2000 बार या 2 लाख बार दौड़ा होगा टू कीप इम्प्रूविंग हिज परफॉर्मेंस, राइट? तो आज हम उसैन बोल्ट को इसलिए नहीं जानते कि वो 2 लाख बार ट्राई किया और 1,99,000 बार फेल किया था। हम लोग इस बार इसलिए जानते हैं कि वो एक बार सक्सीड किया था, राइट? सो आवर गोल विल बी दैट वन टाइम थिंग, ओके? चाहे बिगिनर लेवल का हो, इंटरमीडिएट लेवल का हो, एक्सपर्ट लेवल का हो, आवर टारगेट विल रिमेन द सेम। बीच में ये जितना भी असेसमेंट होगा, जितना भी हम पढ़ाई करें, दैट विल रिमेन दैट एज अ नो होमवर्क टुवर्ड्स दैट फाइनल गोल, ठीक है? तो बुरा मानने का कुछ नहीं है। अगर कहीं पे मैं कुछ बोलूँ हाँ ये अच्छा नहीं हुआ, इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि भाई आप खराब स्टूडेंट हो या आप अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हो। यू आर वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्टूडेंट आई हैव इन माय क्लास, ओके? तो आज
Okay,
देखते
sir.
हैं क्या परफॉर्मेंस करते हैं, कैसा होता है ना। घबराने का कोई बात नहीं है, विल जस्ट एंजॉय दिस एक्सरसाइज, ठीक है?
Yeah, sir. Hmm.
ओके, तो एकदम दिमाग ठंडा कर लीजिए। मैं भी थोड़ा सा पानी पी ले रहा हूँ, पी ले रहा हूँ। आप भी चाहो तो थोड़ा सा पानी पी लीजिए।
Pen.
तो लेट्स स्टार्ट, ओके? Once you're ready, I will start with the first section, and I will try not to disturb you while you are talking, because I would be busy taking down the points, right? कि जहाँ पे मैं आपको कुछ feedback दे पाऊंगा, है ना? तो first section would be the 5 words that you will share. That today my words are these, and then you will go on framing sentences one by one for each of the word. तो आप पहला word choose करोगे, फिर sentences सुनाओगे, दूसरा word सुनाओगे, everything. If you take more than 5 minutes, 7 मिनट लगता है तो भी दिक्कत नहीं है, but go as slow as controlled as possible, ठीक है? चलिए, I'm done talking. I'll let you start when you're ready.
Sir, today my 5 word is approach, violence, luggage, peace, and courage. So today my first word is approach. I approached the door curiously. The police had a flat approach. He has a simple approach to life. May I suggest a different approach? He has a simple approach of life. They had to approach the castle through thick swamps. My doctor takes approach to disease. We must approach the problem from a different standpoint. And sir, my second word is courage. No way is impossible to courage. Take one's courage in both hands. Happiness is from courage. He has honor for his courage. I wonder at your courage in asking him directly. And sir, my third word is luggage. The airline lost my luggage. Where is my luggage? The traveler lost his luggage. I lost my luggage at the airport. The luggage belongs in the trunk. The tag is attached to my luggage. The luggage tag is made of leather. I have a claim for my lost luggage. The luggage was not properly packed. The store had a section for luggage. And sir, my fourth word is peace. In time of peace, prepare for war. In peace, prepare for war. Weapons word peace. War is continually during peacetime and vice versa. Peace with sword in hand. If you want peace, prepare for war. That's all, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
all right. तो देखिए यहाँ पे like always, right? I mean, you said all the 5 words, right, and made sentences out of it. As always, your sentence formation is very appropriate. You make very practical. You always pick up practical and small sentences, right? That is relatable, that you'll use in your day-to-day life, and your selection of words are very nice. So here, I will just highlight some of the things. Okay, one is in the beginning, as I said, right? Don't rush. So आपने पहले शुरू किया. You said my 5 words is. 5 words is never is. It has to be are. So that was first. Okay. Second feedback is we have to focus a little bit more on the pronunciation part, right? आपने कहा courage. It's always courage. COR is never car. It's cur. MON is never mon. It's man. Right? The basic principle that we follow. Okay. So थोड़ा उस पे भी हमको pronunciation पे भी जोर डालना पड़ेगा. Similarly, vice versa. So vice versa ka pronunciation was also not vice versa. It was a little different. So just focus on that also. And these are like very impactful words. When you say something, you have to be very, very accurate with the pronunciation, because that is when it adds impact to your communication. Okay, so that's why I keep focusing on pronunciation, right? मैंने pronunciation नहीं बोला, मैंने pronunciation बोला, because that is the right way of pronouncing it, right? So those minute things. Okay, so that is this one, and then there was also something. And then other thing was, like, when we speak, when we run out of thoughts, or when we go very fast, we end up using those adjoining sounds, like I think, like Chinese people, right? When they talk, they say they keep on saying something like nigger, nigger, nigger. Nigger is nothing but something similar to what we say, or जो बीच में sound आता है, right? So try to go slow, don't rush. When you don't have something to say, when you're taking a pause, you don't really have to ensure that continuity by using those adjoining sounds, because that kind of disrupts your communication. Okay, so usko thoda koshish करेंगे, थोड़ा policing और चाहिए होगा. So that is why I'm not giving you a clear cut 25 here out of 25. I will still keep 6 points away from you. 2 points for a grammatical mistake, 2 points for opportunity that we have for pronunciation correction, and 2 points for those adjoining sounds which kind of disrupts the communication. Okay, so you have got 19 out of 25 in the first section, which is a very good performance. Okay, because if you remember what I had shared in the previous video, that if you are getting more than 50, you are clearing the beginner level certificate. You are getting the beginner level certification. If you are getting more than 70, you are getting the intermediate level. And if you are getting more than 85, that is when you qualify for being the expert level certificate. For qualify for getting the expert level certificate. Okay, so you have made a very good start. Let's go to section 2. Any question, Natik, here? Are you convinced about what I said, or you see there's something not right? Natik, are you okay with the feedback that I gave, or you think there's something not right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है.
Agree.
So a very good job done in section 1. Let's move to section 2. If you want to take a 10-second pause, please do so. Otherwise, you can choose a topic of your choice and you can talk about it. It's like you're teaching me about the topic. Any topic of your choice. I'll not suggest anything. So once you have made your mind that this is the topic I'm going to talk about, please share the topic name, and then you can get started.
Sir, my first topic is biodiversity.
So you will have only one topic, Natik. Okay. So there's only one topic that you will talk about, which you have chosen. Second topic is going to be the topic that I will choose based on your area of interest. Okay.
Okay,
so
sir.
that'll be the third section, but you have only one topic to present. Structure your thoughts, take a deep breath, and let me know once you're ready.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my topic name is biodiversity.
Mhm.
The forest is rich in biodiversity, in which the threat of biodiversity, the loss of biodiversity was gradual.
Mhm.
Rudra is a Rudra is a main example of biodiversity. Beneficials can help maintain biodiversity.
Mhm.
Conversation help to promote biodiversity. Amazon is known for its rich biodiversity. My diversity is fragile in using resources. Supporting hemp can help promote biodiversity. Agricultural practices can affect biodiversity. Wetland is a great example of biodiversity. The drought has caused a decrease in biodiversity. The the soil biodiversity supports ecosystem services.
Mm. Okay. Let me know once you're done. You'll say that okay. That's all I had to share. Once you're done. Okay. So जब आपका हो जाएगा मतलब once you're done sharing all the point that you have to share, let me know. है ना?
और बोले सर
नहीं 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 मैं पूछ रहा था कि अगर आपको आप मतलब that's all you had prepared or anything more that you want to share?
सर
That's all. Okay.
I I want to
And,
more share sir.
go ahead. If you want to say more, please go ahead.
Biodiversity is a key component of natural capital.
Okay.
The dam burst and caused a hog loss of biodiversity. Increased temperature can lead to biodiversity loss. Earth's biodiversity is decreased. The
Mhm.
principles of biodiversity in which many animals live in with together. Nitrogen pollution can harm wildlife and biodiversity. Climate change is leading to the loss of biodiversity. The Amazon rainforest has a high level of biodiversity. The marine
Hmm.
biodiversity is important for the ecosystem. The issue of deforestation is a threat of biodiversity. The glaciers can cause a loss of biodiversity. The forest needs to sustain its biodiversity.
Hmm.
We
Okay.
need to divest from campaigns that harm the biodiversity. That's all, sir.
Okay. Okay. अभी आपको थोड़ा सा झटका लगेगा. देखिए, पर let me talk about the good things first. आपके पास इतना कंटेंट था. You made so many sentences. इतना कंटेंट अगर मेरे पास रहेगा तो I can do magic. Trust me. Your sentences were all pakka. No doubt about the grammatical part of the sentences. No issue in putting the sentence after sentence. You were all going in a free flow, which is very nice. So you're not never lacking the ideas. Actually, you have the ideas. Now, two small mistakes first, two small feedback first. I would say. Okay, when you were talking about biodiversity, one place when you had to say huge, you said hog. It is not hog. It is huge. which is बड़ा है तो ठीक है. That just take a note of it because that I started wondering that am I getting the word right? Okay, that is one.
Okay,
Second
sir.
was uh, there was another word, campaign, that was not pronounced right. अब
Campaign.
हाँ कैंपेन मतलब जो होता है ना जो क्या बोलते हैं उसको कैंपेन को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में प्रचार जो बोलते हैं राइट
प्रचार
प्रचार
प्रसार.
हाँ प्रचार प्रसार राइट तो उसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन में मुझे थोड़ा धोखा लगा ठीक है आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू सेड आप एक ये वीडियो पूरा देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा ठीक है तो आपका जो सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशन कलेक्शन ऑफ आइडियाज गेटिंग एवरीथिंग लॉट ऑफ what you call the constructs of a topic that was awesome उसके लिए मतलब I was kind of very impressed. What I felt lacking here was that structure. कंटेंट में दिक्कत नहीं थी, ना तो वॉल्यूम ऑफ कंटेंट ना तो करेक्टनेस ऑफ कंटेंट. What we lacked was the structure to it, to make it more impressive. See, when we talk about a topic, right? Topic, you always keep in mind that when you're going to talk about a topic, you have to assume that the person you're talking to is a layman. So kuch nahi pata hai. You are trying to educate that person. So before you jump onto all the sentences of biodiversity, you will set the context. So today I'm going to talk about biodiversity, which has a lot of relevance in our lives. If you want to understand how biodiversity impacts, these are the XYZ factors or points about it. Now, what are the changes that has happened? What are the and see, first thing is setting the context, and then you frame few sentences to kind of strengthen or share your understanding of things. So that is when you'll say that, okay, if you look at biodiversity, this has these aspects. You can talk about this part, that part. So 3-4 पीस में ब्रेक किया आपने, ठीक है. पहले आपने बताया बायोडाइवर्सिटी है क्या, उसके बाद आप बोलते हैं कि इसमें क्या क्या है, उसका की इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है जो मैं जानता हूँ. दिस इज वेयर यू आर ट्राइंग टू इम्प्रेस पीपल कि भाई बायोडाइवर्सिटी क्या है जान लो, और मैं ये सब जानता हूँ बायोडाइवर्सिटी के बारे में, दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू शेयर विथ यू. And then towards the end of the topic, you will try to conclude that, okay, based on whatever we have discussed or whatever I shared with you, these are the things that is a takeaway. Meaning, this is what you need to remember. आप हो सकता है 15-20 मिनट बात करेंगे, उसमें से 2 पॉइंट सिर्फ होगा लोगों को याद रखना चाहिए. That is what people will remember. So when you look at any presentation for that matter, when people talk about anything in particular, the conclusion is the most important part. Okay, even if you have a lot of content in the middle, right? After you set the context, you talk a lot, not you as in you, everybody who presents, right? But actually, what people end up remembering is what was the starting point and what was the conclusion. तो आप किसी टॉपिक के बारे में बात करेंगे, अभी तो आप लोग बच्चे हो, जैसे जैसे बड़े हो गए, कॉलेज में जाओगे, वहाँ पे कॉलेज में इंजीनियरिंग में जाओ, मेडिकल में, जहाँ भी जाओगे आप, वहाँ पे आपको then you will have to showcase your knowledge of different things. That is when you'll present, you'll do practicals and you'll present things. So you'll have to give that structure, right? जब किसी इंटरव्यू में जाओगे, मान लीजिए नौकरी के लिए इंटरव्यू अप्लाई करोगे, नौकरी अप्लाई करो, इंटरव्यू होगा, उसमें जाओगे तो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर पीपल वुड लुक फॉर. ठीक है, इंटरव्यूअर जो है आपसे ज्यादा जानता है, दैट इज गिवन, बट देन you have to go in a way that you are presenting your thoughts in a very structured way कि भाई ठीक है, आपने इसके बारे में बोलने के लिए बोला, this is my this is the high level view of it, this is what I know and this is what I conclude. ठीक है, तो ये 3 पार्ट हमेशा याद रखिएगा, that will be of lot of use actually. ठीक है, any doubt, Natik?
No, sir.
Okay, तो इसमें जो है आपको जितना भी पॉइंट मैं दूंगा, I will not give you point for right representation of topic, but I'm giving you point for your command on English, your sentence formation, your kind of depth of or your ability to make create a lot of content at runtime. I can tell you, I mean, I will not compare all my students, but you are one of the few who has no break when it comes to making sentences, and that is what affirms that your command over English is is good and it's getting better day by day. Okay, तो यहाँ पे जो मैं आपको पॉइंट दे रहा हूँ, I will probably give you half of what you are supposed to get. So I'm giving you 12 points here, okay? Because actually टॉपिक नहीं हुआ ये, आई एम गिविंग यू पॉइंट्स फॉर एक्चुअली इंग्लिश. आपका इंग्लिश अच्छा है, ये टॉपिक जो इसमें जो पॉलिसिंग चाहिए, आई वुड वांट टू सी मोर ऑफ इट इन द क्लासेस इन द सब्सिक्वेंट एक्सरसाइजेस दैट वी डू. ठीक है, Natik, any problem?
No, sir. I have no any problem.
Oh, okay, so you will say I don't have any problem. Okay, now
Yes.
you still have an opportunity now. The third segment of this assessment is going to be a topic that I will choose. I will give you 5 minutes to prepare for it. You don't have to say a lot of things. You can probably say 8-10 sentences about it. but try to follow the structure that I just talked about. Okay, setting the context in few lines, then sharing few lines that emphasizes the knowledge that you have about it, and last is the conclusion, where no, in one or two sentences you can say, so based on what we discussed, this is what we need to remember, or this is what we need to act upon. Okay, so try doing that, following that structure. With your level of English, I don't think there'll be a problem. It's just a matter of, probably you can take a pen paper to note down some points. I'll give you 5 minutes to prepare for it. So now you tell me, what should be the right topic? I want to give you a topic of your interest. So you tell me, what do you like the most? Are you a sports person who likes games, cricket, football, badminton, whatnot, Olympics? Or are you somebody who wants to talk about science? Are you somebody who wants to talk, who finds politics more interesting? So based on your preference of topic, I will tell you what could be your topic for discussion.
The science related.
Science related.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I will give you a much simpler topic. Okay. Simpler as in much more relevant topic rather. So let's talk about the importance of air and air quality. Okay. So you have to talk about, I mean, you decide how you want to present it, but I want you to talk about air and air quality and its importance to the ecosystem, to the mankind, whatever. Okay, तो आप सोच लीजिए, एयर एंड एयर क्वालिटी के बारे में बात करेंगे इन साइंस टर्म्स, विच एवर वे यू वांट टू प्रेजेंट. ठीक है, इज दैट ओके? क्या बोलते थे देख?
Yes, sir. Ready कर रहे हैं.
हाँ ठीक है, तो आई विल बी ऑन म्यूट फॉर नेक्स्ट 4-5 minutes. वंस यू आर रेडी, जस्ट रेज योर हैंड.
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
अच्छा हाँ, सॉरी मैं म्यूट पे था. हाँ, आप
अब आ-
रेडी हैं?
Yes, sir.
ओके, चलिए, गो ऑन. अगेन टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ, नो हरी, कोई कहीं नहीं जा रहा है. ठीक है, आराम से चलिए. You have to teach me, okay? समझ लीजिए कि हम तीसरा क्लास का बच्चा है जिसको एयर क्वालिटी और पॉल्यूशन के बारे में कुछ पता ही नहीं है. ठीक है,
We need breath to air. Clean air to breathe is necessary for good health. Poor air quality reduces quality of life. Some air pollution smell bad. Some air pollution can cause respiratory disease and even cancer.
हम्म,
Breathing clean air can lessen to possibility of disease from stroke, heart disease, lung cancer, as well as acute respiratory illness.
हम्म,
Air quality is air quality is a critical aspect of our environment that directly impacts human health, ecosystems, and the overall well-being of the planet. It refers to the presence of various pollution and substance of the air, which can have effect on the atmosphere and those living within it. The quality of the air we breathe is a matter of growing concern.
Okay.
Air quality is a component of maintaining a healthy environment. The air we breathe consists of a mixture of gases, including nitrogen, oxygen, and trace amount of other elements. When when pollutants such as matter, nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxide, ozone, violet organic compounds, and carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide are released into the air, the balance is disrupted. These pollutants often originate from vectors.
Okay.
Air quality is a environmental concern that demands immediate attention to collective action.
Okay.
That's all, sir.
थैंक यू। तो देखिए यहाँ पे आई मस्ट गिव यू क्रेडिट फॉर अ चेंज। ओके, आपने अगर अगर आप अभी थोड़ा सा सोचोगे और तो the way we painted the previous topic versus this topic, I could see a positive difference. So it's just about being a little more structured with our thoughts. Okay. So आपने you said the context, what is air quality, what is how it is important for human beings, and then what are the things that then you added substance to it, right? कि भाई, what are the causes for changes to the air quality and all, and then what is that you want to conclude where you said that no, it is a serious matter of concern and we need to take corrective actions, right? So यहाँ पे एक structure था. I mean, I certainly should give you credit for that, and you kind of did a, I would say, certainly a better job than the previous section. Now there is one area that I would want you to work on to make it more what you call more accurate or more impactful. That is certainly pronunciation. Okay. अब जैसे कि in the initial part of the presentation, right, when you were talking about the breath, you don't say breath, you say breathe. We breathe air. Okay. तो वो pronunciation वहाँ पे गड़बड़ था थोड़ा सा, ठीक है? That we have to take a note of. Likewise, in certain places where we have to pronounce respiratory. Respiratory is, मुझे लगा कि वहाँ पे आपका pronunciation में थोड़ा सा chance था improve करने का. Likewise, when you say aspect, you said aspect. Aspect नहीं बोलते, aspect बोलते हैं. It's I mean, when you say this is one of the most important aspect of life, तो आप aspect बोलेंगे वहाँ पे, ठीक है? अगर मैं गलत प्रोनाउंस कर रहा हूँ तो एक बार गूगल में देख लीजिएगा, हो सकता है कि थोड़ा सा, और मैं भी थोड़ा पक्का नहीं हूँ, तो एक बार देख लीजिएगा, ठीक है? एंड सिमिलरली डिस्टर्ब का प्रोनाउंसिएशन हमको लगे थोड़ा सा, आई थिंक यू सेड डिस्ट्रैक्ट और समथिंग, बट आई वाज नॉट कन्विंस्ड विद दैट सेंटेंस. सो थोड़ा सा देखिएगा उसमें सेम वे आप एक बार फिर से सुनिएगा जो आपने सेक्शन में प्रेजेंट किया, उसमें एक needs immediate you said this need to immediate attend, वो नहीं करके this needs our immediate attention बोलेंगे वहाँ पे, ठीक है? तो those were some of the pronunciation related things that I found that needs a bit of polishing. लेकिन उसमें उसका सेम है, देखिए हम लोग जो फार्मूला यूज करते हैं ना, आई थिंक that will continue helping us. हम लोग जो डेली जब भी जो भी बोलते हैं, जो भी नया वर्ड हमारे बोलचाल में आता है, तो समझिए कि हर एक वर्ड जो है आपका, वो आपके वोकेबुलरी में जाएगा, आपके रूटीन में जाएगा, एंड यू हैव टू मेक श्योर. जैसे कि होता है ना, एक परिवार में जैसे मान लीजिए 5 बच्चे हैं, अब जैसे मतलब सरकार तो नहीं बोलती 5 बच्चे होने के लिए, लेकिन हम लोग 5 भाई बहन थे, ठीक है? तो हम लोग जो 5 भाई बहन थे तो हैं, उसमें पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं, माँ बाप क्या करते हैं भाई, पांचों का ऐसा नहीं होता कि हाँ भाई दो बच्चे को बड़ा अच्छा से चमका के रखा, उसको पढ़ाई लिखाई खिलाया पिलाया मजबूत बना के रखा, और 3 लोग को छोड़ दिया. ऐसे नहीं कर सकते. तो हम लोग का वही फोकस रहेगा कि हम जितना भी वर्ड सीख रहे हैं, जितना भी वर्ड मेरा है, वो वर्ड मेरा एकदम पक्का वर्ड रहेगा. इसलिए प्रोनाउंसिएशन के लिए हम लोग जो प्रैक्टिस कराते हैं वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो हमेशा जो है क्लासेस का वीडियो देखते रहिएगा, उसमें आपने कोई वर्ड बोला, किसी और ने कोई वर्ड बोला, कहीं पे कुछ अगर डाउट हो, शंका हो, तो एक बार उस वर्ड को एक बार देख लीजिए गूगल में जाके, भाई इसको बोलता कैसे है। आपको 2-3 बार प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिए, जो भी वर्ड ऐसे खेल कूद में, मतलब इसके लिए स्ट्रेस लेने का जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन है कि अच्छा ये वर्ड जो है इसको ऐसे ही तो बोलते हैं, तो ठीक है 2 बार 4 बार बोल दिया, ऐसे टहलते हुए 2 बार उस वर्ड को बोल लिया, ठीक है। अ, जैसे हम लोग जयकारा लगाते हैं उस टाइप से आप अकेले में करते रहेंगे, तो उससे क्या होगा ना कि एक बार आपका पूरा मसल, जो फेस का मसल होता है ना, जो बोलने के काम में आता है, वो सारा एक बार ट्यून हो गया ना, तो फिर देखिएगा धीरे धीरे करके उसका वो एकदम चमकदार हो जाएगा वो, ठीक है। बट ओवरऑल इट वाज अ मच बेटर परफॉर्मेंस। आई विल नो काइंड ऑफ गिव यू अ 15 हियर, ओके। प्रोनाउंसिएशन का जो 4-5 गलती था, उसके लिए हर एक गलती के लिए मैं 1 या 2 पॉइंट काटता हूँ, तो इसलिए आपको 15 पॉइंट यहाँ पे दे रहा हूँ। 15 पॉइंट्स फॉर 2 रीजंस। वन इज आपका एक तो इंग्लिश का सेंटेंसेस पक्का होता है, ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट होता है, वर्ड ऑफ सिलेक्शन ऑफ वर्ड सही होता है, और दूसरा है कि द वे यू प्रेजेंटेड दिस टॉपिक, द काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर यू ब्रॉट इट। I would not say that was a perfect structure, but it was 70% closer to what it is supposed to be. Okay. So far you're doing pretty good. Um I was trying to assess you for the beginner level and intermediate level. I see you are somewhere in between so far. Okay, आप मतलब beginner intermediate के बीच में कहीं पे चल रहे हो. But at least I don't see any problem with you clearing the beginner level certification for sure. And beginner level certification मतलब ऐसा नहीं जो कि अभी ABCD शुरू किया है, बिगनर लेवल सर्टिफिकेशन अपने प्लेटफॉर्म में, जिस प्लेटफॉर्म पे हम लोग अभी कर रहे हैं, I can tell you this is the going to be one of the most credible platform, not in Bihar, not in India, but globally. ठीक है, यहाँ पे अगर किसी के पास बिगनर लेवल सर्टिफिकेशन है, तो दैट विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू somebody from who's a college graduate who can speak basic English. Okay, मतलब आपको अगर बिगिनर लेवल सर्टिफिकेट अगर मैं आज दूंगा, तो आई कैन टेल यू till I had completed my engineering, I was not even qualified at that level. Okay, so I see you're going the right direction. Okay, now comes the fourth section. Okay, which is more of a discussion or interview. अभी तक कोई डाउट नैतिक? ऑल गुड?
Yes, sir, all good.
Okay, ठीक है. So this is going to be a section where we'll do a general chit chat, a general discussion. I will not call it interview, but it's more like a discussion. Okay, where uh, it's like you have gone for a let's say a Viva exam, right? जैसे होता है प्रैक्टिकल करते हैं, 9th 10th में करते होंगे आप लोग, या कॉलेज में जाके होता है, तो जिस सब्जेक्ट का वाइवा करते हैं उस सब्जेक्ट पे बात करेंगे। तो अभी आप बताइए, आपका कोई फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट बता दीजिए। अगर मैथ भी बोले तो मैथ पे वाइवा कर लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं।
Sir, science.
साइंस?
Science is my
साइंस में कौन सा साइंस? फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथ, सॉरी फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री बायोलॉजी?
even biology.
बायोलॉजी, ओके। तो यू आर टेस्टिंग माय मेमोरी विथ बायोलॉजी। आप कौन से ग्रेड में हो अभी?
9th.
9th में, ओके। सो 9th में, सो okay, so we will keep 9th grade science in mind, and we will kind of mimic a Viva exam for you. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get started now. Okay. So Natik,
Sir.
I'll ask you some questions, and you'll have to answer those questions. So Natik, welcome to the Viva for 9th grade science. I hope you are doing good.
Yes, sir, I try to giving my best.
Okay. All right. So I'll keep noting down based on what I hear from you. Okay. So, all right. Um, okay. So, Natik, tell me something about photosynthesis.
Sir, photosynthesis is a process in which plants make their own food using sunlight, water, salt, and carbon dioxide, and that's
Okay.
make glucose.
Hmm. And how is that that food that plant makes is relevant to human being? How does it help us actually?
What, sir?
So whatever food plant makes, is that relevant to us as human beings? I mean, is that of any help for us?
Yes, sir.
Like,
In process of photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide will be absorbed and oxygen will be produced.
hmm
And food production, in which in which plant make glucose and serves a source of energy and
hmm
building material for the plant.
hmm
And
okay,
he also give us energy through photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, solar energy is converted into chemical energy in the form of glucose. This
okay,
energy is stored in the plant's tissue and is used to growth, reproduction, and other cellular process.
okay.
And photosynthesis is also useful for ecological maintaining ecological balance.
Hmm.
It provides the primary source of food for herbivores like cow, deer, goat, etc.
Hmm. Hmm.
And also carnivores were dependent on herbivores. So carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores all are directly and indirectly dependent on the plant.
Very nice.
And also used in fossil fuel formation.
Okay, okay. And how about the you talked about the ecological balance. I understood the the food that gets generated for carnivorous, omnivorous, and herbivorous animals.
Sir,
But does it do anything to the air quality also?
yes, sir.
Okay. What is that?
Sir, carbon dioxide regulation.
Uh-huh.
Photosynthesis help in regulate the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. By absorbing carbon dioxide during the process, it helps to impact the excess greenhouse gases and
Mhm.
maintain the Earth's climate.
Okay. So basically, what you're saying is it absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and releases oxygen. So that way, the balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide remains in control,
Yes, and
and that
maintain the
yeah.
climate.
Yeah. Okay. Because no, at any point in time, you cannot have more than 1% of those unwanted or toxic gases in the environment, right? I mean, apart from
Yes,
nitrogen and oxygen, if your carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide percentage goes beyond that 1% threshold, you'll start seeing the after effect. Okay. Okay. Okay.
yes, a plant
Oh,
is very useful for each and every animals and organism, which is directly and indirectly dependent.
okay. Okay. All right. So, I think if let's say I have to let's say build a house, okay, in my village. I have a small land, okay. I mean, very small land. I don't really have a big plot. So if I want to build a house, uh, I will eventually end up cutting the tree that I have on that land. So do you have any suggestion for me? I mean, how do I mean, is it okay for me to cut the tree and build a house on the entire land, or is there any guideline uh, that I should follow? I mean, any recommendation that you have? I think you might be talking on mute. Yeah, you got the question right. You understood what I was asking for.
Yes, सर क्या
So
था
I mean,
आपसे?
hmm.
पूरी कहानी क्या थी सर आपकी?
No, no,
What is the total story?
no, what I was saying was I have a small land in my village. I want to construct a house. Can I just go and use the entire land to build a house after cutting the tree that I have on the land, or you have some recommendation for me? It's more of a recommendation, okay? It's not a. I'm not asking you a science thing, but it's more of a input that I'm trying to get from you. It's part of our conversation for sure, but yeah, I'm just trying to get some view from you.
Yes, sir.
What do you suggest? I should just cut the tree and build the house? What should I do? I mean, again, think out of the box. This information will not be in any of the books.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Hmm.
when you're constructing a house on a small land in your village,
Hmm.
it is essential to consider several factors.
Hmm. Okay.
And if it is very necessary, then you make your house. And even if you live in London, so it is not very useful for you.
Okay.
And sir,
Okay.
check sir,
Hmm.
check with the local authorities and municipal office to understand the rules.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a good point. See, first of all, no, I mean, again, thanks for all the inputs and no, providing answers for the questions. But to just to conclude on the point that you made about the last discussion point, that if I have a small house, is it okay for me to cut the tree? You'll say, yeah, I mean, if it's necessary, you can do it. Always look at the longer term picture of things. Let's say if I have a very small plot, let's say 800 square feet, if I have to build a house there, obviously I will not have opportunity for keeping the tree and still building the house, because that land is way too small.
Yes, sir.
But then I can always promise myself that, okay, fine, I'm cutting one tree which I have in the plot, and I have no other choice. This is the only house that I have. I will instead plant 5 trees if I'm cutting this one today. So, see, nobody's stopping us from going and planting the tree on the road, right? We can still, on the side of the road, we can plant the trees. That will help other people also, right? It's our commitment to the environment, right? अगर environment में से oxygen खत्म हो गया, तो सबको दिक्कत होने वाली है, right? So if I'm cutting a tree which was, let's say, emitting oxygen in the environment and by absorbing carbon dioxide, I'll make sure that if I'm cutting one tree today, I'll plant 5 trees on the pathways. Okay, I mean by the side of the road. So that way, whatever damage I'm doing to the environment today, I'll fix it tomorrow. Second thing is, you said that no. I mean, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, somebody reached out to me on Facebook saying that no, uh, आपकी पढ़ाई बिहार में हुई, आप बाकी हाई एजुकेशन आपका जन्म बिहार में हुआ, हाई एजुकेशन आपका इंडिया में हुआ, जब सर्विस देने का समय आया देश को तो आप छोड़ के बाहर चले गए. My response to him was that no, always look at the bigger picture. अगर मैं शायद बिहार में रह के ही या वहीं पे नौकरी कर रहा होता तो हो सकता है मैं अपने आप से स्ट्रगल कर रहा होता, मेरे को ये आइडिया भी नहीं आता कि मुझे कुछ करना है. आज भगवान की दया से मतलब बच्चों को शायद थोड़ा मजा आ रहा है, तो 300 350 400 बच्चे पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, तो शायद मैं इतना नहीं कर पाता. तो ऑलवेज डोंट हैव टू लुक एट थिंग्स इन अ वेरी लोकलाइज्ड वे. हमेशा सोचिए कि अगर जो भी मैं कर रहा हूँ या मैं कर रही हूँ, उसका उसका आफ्टर इफेक्ट क्या है, शॉर्ट टर्म लॉन्ग टर्म रिपरकशन क्या है, उसका आउटकम क्या है. तो दैट विल हेल्प यू मेक अ डिसीजन बेटर. तो इस सिचुएशन में जहाँ पे मैं आपको बोल रहा था लैंड का, आपने कहा कि आप तो लंदन में रहते हैं, आपको अंतर नहीं पड़ेगा. मैं तो लंदन में नहीं रहता हूँ, मैं तो अमेरिका में रहता हूँ. बट एनीवेज उस जमीन से अंतर पड़ता है. बिकॉज सी, अगर मान इमेजिन कीजिए कि कल को हम जिस देश में रह रहे हैं, उस देश के बाजू वाले देश में अगर पूरा सिर्फ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड भर गया, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड भर गया, तो वो फिर वापस फ्लो करके इधर भी आएगा. तो हम ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते हैं कि हाँ दूसरे का प्रॉब्लम, हमको कुछ नहीं. अब आज के डेट में अगर पाकिस्तान में बम फूट गया, पूरा कंट्री ध्वस्त हो गया, तो उसका थोड़ी मतलब है कि हमको इंडिया में हमको अंतर नहीं पड़ेगा. उससे पड़ेगा, क्योंकि उसका जो पॉल्यूशन होता है, जो उसका आफ्टर इफेक्ट होता है, वो सबको बॉदर करता है. आपके पड़ोसी घर में आग लगा तो आपका घर भी सेफ नहीं है.
आई सेड दैट कि आप मतलब मैक्सिमम टाइम जो रहते हैं यूएसए में रहते हैं, तो फिर गांव में उतना नहीं रहते, इसीलिए घर बनाना कोई जरूरी नहीं।
नहीं भाई, एग्जाम्पल है, सी आई वाज नॉट ट्राइंग टू प्रूव यू राइट और रॉन्ग। मेरा ये कहना था कि आप, हाँ, घर बनाना जरूरी नहीं है, दैट कुड बी अ गुड पॉइंट। वो आप उसको आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं कि सिंस यू डोंट लिव हियर, डू यू रियली नीड टू बिल्ड अ हाउस, राइट? आप बोलेंगे कि भाई मैं आपका पड़ोसी हूँ, आप, यू कैन ऑलवेज अज्यूम कि मैं आपका पड़ोसी हूँ। आप बोलेंगे सर यू डोंट रियली हैव टू कट द ट्री टू बिल्ड अ हाउस, इट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल लैंड, you can still plant one more tree there, and whenever you're visiting India, you come and stay in our house, you be our guest. समझ रहे हैं? Okay, anyways, so it was a very good discussion, Natik. I was just trying to, kind of force you to discuss with me, right? I mean, that's how we ensure our comfort with the language, right? यहाँ पे भी सेम चीज, आई विल नॉट probably repeat same points, but I felt that there are certain opportunities that we have with respect to pronunciation. Okay, things like observed, things like uh, uh, organism and all. These are little tricky words, and that is why we need to put little more focus on practicing the right pronunciation of these words. है ना? I will keep doing with you guys. You also keep doing whenever you get time. Don't overwhelm yourself by doing reading only English, because English is just one language apart from what else you are studying. But overall, in this section also you did pretty good. I will give you a 15 in this section, okay? Because I'm keeping 5 points for creativity, and 5 points for some of the opportunities we had for for fine tuning the pronunciation of the words. So net, this gives you 19 plus 12, 31 plus 15, 46 plus 15, 61 points. Okay, so you are halfway through between beginner and intermediate. If you had scored more than 70%, you would have got the intermediate certificate, but you got more than 50. We got 61 actually out of 100. So 61 is much more than beginner, little less than intermediate. So I'll give you a beginner certificate for now, uh, and you'll receive a soft copy of that. You can ping me your email address or something where I can send you the certificate, or maybe I'll take some time. I'll send you the certificate. After the CEO of my company is back. Okay, my wife is the CEO of the company, so she's right now in India. She'll be back in a couple of weeks. So I'll send you the certificate in a couple of weeks. Okay, I want her to sign the certificate. Okay, so a very good job done, and you are much more than a beginner uh, when it comes to your comfort with English speaking, and the effort that you are putting. So we'll keep on doing polishing, and I certainly want to see you getting that expert certificate in future. Okay. Any question, Natik? Any feedback you had for me? Any doubt or any concern you have with the whole assessment process? Please feel free.
No, sir, all is good.
All is good. Are you convinced about this certification process, Natik? Do you think this
Yes,
is
sir.
going the right direction? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And my request to you and all the students and everybody who is watching this video would be that please feel free, please feel comfortable to give candid feedback, because my objective is to make this platform, or the assessment platform, as a global platform. It cannot be localized. It is I made it for our kids from from the Hindi speaking states of India, but the intention is to make it so very credible and and practically the most relevant one, so that people look at this platform to to as a one-stop shop when it comes to being certified. So anybody certified on this platform should not get questioned by others. Okay, that's the intent. So आप लोगों को कभी लगे कुछ फीडबैक, कुछ लगे कुछ फाइन ट्यून कर सकते हैं, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करेक्शन की उम्मीद है तो प्लीज बताइए, and we'll take it forward. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, चलिए फिर And nice talking to you, Natik, and congratulations on getting the first certificate through this platform. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Chaliye, bye bye. Take care. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Bye bye.